Sure, a brand new PlayStation or Xbox is cool, but you know what's cooler than either one? Your PS5 or Xbox. That's right, nothing quite compares to having a modded console that is unique to you, like a tattoo or that secret Beanie Baby collection you thought would be worth more money by now. So let's look at some of the mods that have made the newest consoles even better. It is finally time. The prodigal console that was prophesied to save us from lag time, loading screens, and frame rate issues has finally arrived. The hero who would bring us into a world of ray tracing, realistic facial expressions, and probably an even more depressing Last of Us game. The myth, the legend, the PlayStation 5. Okay, that might be a little extreme, but you've got to admit that's basically how the internet has treated this console ever since it was first announced. Sure, there are plenty of die-hard Xbox, Nintendo, and PC gamers out there, but when most people refer to the next generation of gaming, they seem to be specifically referring to the PS5. While to many, Sony's newest creation is the pinnacle of console gaming, to others, it is just a starting point. See, while there are many gamers out there who can't wait to start playing Demon's Souls immediately, there are others who can't wait to take out a screwdriver and rip the thing open. No matter how good a machine may be, there will always be those that know it can be better. So how are people modifying gaming's latest benchmark? Well, the first problem that needs fixing is the storage. While yes, the PS5 boasts 825 gigabytes of storage, that actually puts it behind the latest Xbox Series X, which has 1 terabyte of storage. While you should be able to eventually go the external hard drive route to download the 3,000 patches for GTA 6 you'll probably need in the future, that's not as satisfying as fixing the problem itself. That's why some guys out there have figured out how to install a new SSD drive to give the PS5 a more expansive memory than even the Series X. As anyone who has played the PS5 can attest, it's not just impressive graphically. It also has one of the best controllers I've ever had my hands on. While the PS4 had a controller that was more or less the same as the ones that came before, the PS5 controllers feel to me like a luxury controller you have to purchase separately. That's just me though. Apparently for many gamers out there, it was just the beginning. Yeah, boy. The internet is flooded with videos of gamers pulling their beautiful new controllers open to modify them with things like rapid fire mod, longer triggers, and many other features. If you want to experience some of these but don't know how to rebuild a controller, there are plenty of kits and specialized controllers out there for you to buy. If you're a casual gamer, I don't see the point, but if you consider yourself a pro, why not try it? Good is good, but sometimes what you really need for the best console is the best controller to go with it. The Xbox Series X continued the proud Xbox legacy that the 360 and the One carried through the last 2 gaming generations. The only problem with Series X, aside from the fact that Master Chief was late to the party, was that it didn't quite have the style of the last 2 Xboxes and the PS5. In fact, the Series X seems to have given up style entirely, opting for a utilitarian look that's literally nothing but a box. Luckily for eyeballs everywhere, gamers around the world viewed this simplistic design less as a missed opportunity and more a blank canvas that they could paint upon. The internet has been flooded with Xbox Series X masterpieces of wraps that could make even the finest oil paintings jealous. A site like Slick Wraps has done a ton of fantastic wraps, but it also lets you design your own. It's literally the easiest way to be an artist. I mean, the Mona Lisa is great and all, but can it also play GTA 5 in 4K? I think not. Check and mate, Da Vinci. Many gamers didn't just stop at modifying their brand new console. I mean, as great as the world's prettiest Xbox is, it doesn't really help you when you're playing Cyberpunk 2077. For a game like that, you need the best possible controller for perfect response times against hordes of enemies. You know, before the game glitches out right as you're about to win. There's no time to take chances in Night City. So many gamers have taken the carefully engineered and constructed Series X controller and are ripping it apart like it's a demon in Doom Eternal. They are modding their controllers out with new paddles, new buttons, and every bell and whistle they can to optimize it to their hands for the best shooting possible. That is, the ones who aren't outright cheating. I don't know if you've been keeping up with gaming scandals, but there's some tech out there that can basically make you unbeatable. It can take your skill level from Keanu Reeves in The Lake House to Keanu Reeves in John Wick. I'm talking about the infamous Cronus Max. It illuminates recoil and basically serves as a massive aim assist. If that wasn't bad enough, there's a new model ready for the next generation of cheating. Gaming, the next generation of gaming. The Cronus Zen continues where Max left off for the Series X. It's incredibly easy to install and unfortunately seems to be 100% undetectable. The company itself boasts that it is undetectable because it, quote, uses stealth technology. Seriously, Cronus? Stealth technology? What are you guys, making the Red October or something? Is that kind of topical Tom Clancy humor working for you guys? The Nintendo Switch is the nice alternative to the bitter rivalry between the Xbox and the PlayStation. It may have barely enough power to play a glitchy version of The Witcher 3, but it has family-friendly charm all its own. Well, family-friendly charm in some of the greatest games ever made, like Super Mario Odyssey and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. A console with all that charm can only inspire more family fun, right? Well, apparently the Nintendo Switch isn't just a portal into some of the most fun worlds in gaming, but a world of illegal activity and really strange weaponry. At this point, it's time for The Gamer very special message. All the cool kids might peer pressure you into removing the software restrictions of your electronic drives, also known as jailbreaking. But your friends at The Gamer want you to know that it's wrong. Sure, it may be fun to play your Nintendo games for free off your phone, tablet, or console, but it hurts Mario's feelings every time. Do you want to make Mario cry? Of course you don't. So be a good kid and don't jailbreak. Is that enough, Shigeru Miyamoto? Did I say what you wanted me to? Good, because people are out there jailbreaking their Switches left and right. Apparently, you can get the device to play old-school Sega games, Nintendo games they don't offer yet, and some have even boasted being able to run Android software. But you absolutely shouldn't, because like I said, it would make Mario cry. As bad as jailbreaking may be, it's not going to get anyone hurt. That same thing can't be said about every accessory out there for the Switch. You see, the two Joy-Cons are strange controllers that offer a wide variety of play, but apparently that wasn't enough danger for some people. To be fair, some gamers out there have had a lot of fun modifying the Joy-Cons. They have created versions that mirror the GameCube controllers, have created special grips for Joy-Con versus Joy-Con play, and have enhanced them for more ergonomic play. Then there are the people who held a Joy-Con in their hand and somehow had the thought, I wish I could stab someone with this. Well, that person definitely made their dream come true, because today you can actually purchase an attachment for your Joy-Con that has a literal knife attached. I can just see that episode of Law & Order now, where a guy has been slain by a special edition Animal Crossing New Horizons Switch controller. If that happens, Tom Nook would be my first suspect. Now, if your interests in the Nintendo Switch aren't as violent or as shameful to Miyamoto, you know that there are plenty of fun things that you can do with your Switch that aren't terrifying. They even make these little attachments that hold those terrifyingly small game cards. That's great for me because the last thing I ever needed from Nintendo was a $60 game the size of a frickin' SD card. Now seems like the perfect time to announce the officially licensed The Gamer modded game consoles. Unfortunately, these aren't actually consoles like PS5 or Xbox Series X. We're offering official The Gamer Commodore 64s that my neighbor sells out of his basement. They're available for the low price of $899.99 plus shipping on Craigslist.